my dear mindful parents. I'm Dr. Anushrita and I'm back again with another new session on bias in parenting. So, we all as parents want our children to have something different in them. We want them to live a different life and make a mark for themselves. We're always impressed with celebrities, either in sports or movies, acting, and so many other dimensions. However, the thing we forget at the forefront is that these children, when they were being raised by their parents, had a very different way of nurturing. These people were not biased. Now, what is bias? The parents who nurtured those children were really biased, or when they grew up, they became unbiased and they chose a path which was least taken, which made them exemplary, and it also helped them making a mark on others and being the lead examples. So, bias is what we are grown with subconsciously. Without even knowing, since the beginning, we are imbibing those biases either from our parents, from our teachers, from our caregivers, from our relatives, our peers, our friends, a lot of things. And not just that, whatever we read. Yes. So, education also imparts a lot of bias. As a true whole individual, would it be possible for you to nurture your child without a bias? That's a bigger question. Many of the times, we don't even realize that whatever judgment we are passing is coming out of a bias, and whatever analysis or conclusions we are inferring from a situation is also a result of bias. That's a very interesting thing which I used to ponder upon. So, what if I stop thinking about whatever I have learned so far, whatever I have been doing so far in my life, and I start analyzing anything without a bias? Would that make me special, or would that make my child special? So that's really interesting, and always try to think on that scale if you want your child to have an extraordinary life, because extraordinary begins from ordinary, thinking on a different scale. We all are born with the same abilities, capabilities. Apart from basic genetic structure, which definitely matters, there are other things, other patterns, other trainings, methodologies which can make you extraordinary from ordinary. But that should be done without a bias. Try to remove this bias from your mind as much as you can, and then give your best to whatever you are in the present moment. Whatever you had learned so far is not going to be implemented in future. This is what the experts have said. So if you think that whatever was your way of studying, whatever was your way of training yourself when you were growing up and it worked for you, and you're going to pass on to the next generation, not necessarily it will help the coming generations too. Because during our times when we were being raised, there was little internet, especially in India. In developed countries, of course, it was. And even in developed countries, it was expanding. It is still expanding. So in coming times, there will be a lot of collaborations, networking, and that too at such a fast pace that classical way of teaching will not fit in. At the same point of time, unfortunately, we are not able to cater to the needs of the population, which is growing faster than ever. We are not able to generate enough employment. The education system is shaken right now. So be mindful when you try to put your intentions, your teachings, or your educational abilities on your coming generations or on your current generations. There is no certainty that this is going to work. So be mindful, never be a pushy parent, be a friend to your child, and open up your discussions and your dialogues with your children so that they can openly come and talk to you and talk about what they want to do in their lives and make you feel special. And you would realize that that ordinary was really an extraordinary. Having said that, best of luck for your parenting. I'm always here to help. Thank you.